Last one is from Gerald Quinata. Hi, John. Just finished watching the most recent TV spot for Avengers Endgame called Prestige, and it was full of a ton of spoilers. I know the Russo said it's fair game this week, but do you think it's fair to the people who are still trying to see this movie spoiler-free? Thank you.
Look, this has been a really interesting ongoing discussion we've been seeing in our fan circles for the past number of days. Ever since, number one, the Russos first came out and said, Monday, the spoiler ban lifts. And we're all like, who are you to say, I don't care if you're the director of the movie, who are you to say that spoilers are off limit or aren't off limits anymore? And then we found out why they said it, because, of course, the Spider-Man trailer came out that basically revealed the big resolution of Endgame and gave the most significant of all the spoilers away. And now, since then, Endgame has altered some of their TV spots, revealing more and more big moments that they never would have dreamed putting in prior to the release of Endgame. So it's almost like now in the marketing and everything, all spoilers are completely fair game now at that. Now, it does raise a question here, Rob. The question becomes, is that fair to loyal Marvel? Look, not everybody gets out to a movie in its first couple of weeks of release. There was that one, what was called The Wandering Earth? That I
Yes.
know that you were very excited to see.
Yes.
You were totally down to see it, but because of life and job and responsibilities, it took you a while to finally get around to see it, right? So I'm sure, is them releasing all this stuff now just 2 weeks after the release of Avengers Endgame, the question's been raised, is it fair to loyal Marvel fans who because of life responsibilities and circumstances, jobs or families, hey, in the first 2 weeks they couldn't get out to see it, and now they're being lambasted with spoilers? Or is there a flip side to that and says, look, this movie's already made $2.3 billion. Everybody's seen this movie. I mean, there's obviously not everybody, that's hyperbole, but basically speaking, everybody's seen it. Now Marvel needs to alter their marketing to get people to come back again. And to do that, you got to appeal to some of the big moments in the films, which is unfortunately spoilers to others. It seems to me to be a bit of a catch-22, Rob. What's your take on this?
Well, look, there's this movie. Most movies don't have the spoilerific sort of bent to
99% don't.
They don't. So this is a unique animal.
Yeah.
It's the ending of a 22 movie cycle. I think the people that are excited to go see this movie, they all went in the first 2 weeks. We're heading into the weekend of week 3. Movies become part of the pop culture conversation. This movie hit like a nuclear bomb across the pop culture landscape. Everyone was talking about it. I think they do have to change the marketing because Spider-Man is coming out. You know, we're going into the summer movie season. Spider-Man awareness has to be put down now. They're pushing it. What better way than in the wake of Endgame? So I think it's okay because I see a trailer now. I'm like, oh, I got to see this movie again for the 4th time or whatever. When it reminds me of just how good it is. So it doesn't bother me. I think spoilers on a movie like this, if you haven't seen it in the first 2.5 weeks, you got to get out to the theater. Now, at The Wandering Earth, which, by the way, just dropped on Netflix, a lot of people are not having any of it. Just so you know, a lot of people are not. It's a big, goofy Asian sci-fi film. If you remember the Japanese science fiction film Gorath from the 60s, it's kind of like that. So people are not digging it, but I dug it. But I do think it's okay. I think the time has come for Endgame. You got to let the spoilers, let them run free. The time has come.
But I mean, really, could we ever? If you just asked us 3 months ago, is 2 weeks is just 2 weeks a reasonable amount of time?
I think for this movie, though, it's a cultural event.
It is.
It's unlike any movie. And you got to be part of that groundswell. You got to be part of. This is the time when you've got to be a lemming. You got to go to the theater like everybody else. In this particular case, I would say no. You know, you don't usually have to go with the madding crowd. You don't have to be part of that. But in this case, you got to be part of it. You got to be part of the crowd. You got to be part of the group of people that are seeing this movie and are like, F yeah, this movie rules.
All right, guys. Well, listen. The important thing is here, what do you guys think? Do you think that, hey, look, there are people who just haven't had a chance to see this. This is unfair to those loyal fans. Or do you think, hey, look, they got to change their marketing strategy because everybody's practically seen it now. They got to put out our marketing that's going to get them to come back. Everybody's kind of seen it. What's your thoughts on this? I want to know what you think. It's a tricky question. I don't know if there's a definitive right or wrong answer. Jump down to the comments section below and let me know your thoughts.